want to take this back. It goes back to the time of Shakespeare in England. And basically what was happening back then is people wanted to be buried near churches because churches is where the saints' bones were, their relics. So people would say to their family, I want to be buried ad sancto, with the saint. The idea is the saint's going to get you into heaven. And so churchyards became boneyards where people were constantly burying their dead there. But they weren't necessarily marking those graves. And if you remember your Shakespeare, when they're digging Ophelia's grave, they find poor York. Poor York was the court jester, and he died only about 6 months before. And poor York, I knew him well. And they didn't know he was buried there because nobody marked it. And this was getting to be a problem in the sense that the sanctity of the grave was being questioned. So, you know what happened? Started in England, they started to put a stone, just a stone, where that person was. As if to say, somebody's buried here, dig elsewhere. Put your family someplace else. And so that kind of evolves into tombstones that actually have inscriptions now. So that it's not just a stone saying somebody's here, but an inscription describing something about that. That doesn't happen really in New England until the latter 17th and early 18th century. Our founding fathers, they came over in the 1630s, they didn't have tombstones. We don't even know where they're buried, half of them, many of them, because they never marked those graves. But later on, they started to incorporate this idea of a stone, and then various designs and motifs are on the tombstone that allow changing what really are changing belief systems. You know, the angel of death, the wings. You see some tombstones with an hourglass on it, as if to say, time. Your time is running out, my time ran out. And